Howdy do, howdy do, howdy do, howdy do, howdy do, howdy do. Did I say howdy do? Howdy do. Oh, excuse me, and howdy do. Hey, I am Tom the Beer Whisperer. But you already knew that, didn't you? Hey, so this is the part where I usually pop a beer and I pour and then I start telling the story. However, this time I'm going to wait just a little bit to pop the beer because I'm going to start with the story. And pop the beer at the appropriate time. So, it's hot here. It's been hot here. It's been like 90-something plus. And super humid. So we get home last night. And I knocked back a couple of Red Stripes real fast. Well, I drink the first one real quick. And then I drink the second one while I'm cooking dinner. And then we sit down and we have dinner. And then we're kind of relaxing. And then it finally comes to the time of the night where our shows are coming on. Where I can just finally relax. Like Red Stripes are great for refreshing, But then, it comes to, time to real relax. I want to pop a good beer so I can sit down. So, I grabbed this Schlafly Export IPA, 7265 are the numbers. And basically, this is their version of a British Export IPA. It uses East Kent Goldings, Pilgrim Northdown, Target, Bramling Cross hops. This is their big version of the traditional British Export IPA. So I come into the kitchen, I grab this beer, I pour it into my nice IPA glass, and my show is about ready to come on, so I sit down. I don't have to cook anymore. Everything's done for the day. Everything's cleaned up as I'm going to get it for the evening, so I can relax and enjoy my good beer for the night. So I sit back and I try to enjoy this beer like this. And my wife says, "Well, I wish you'd nuzzle me and look at me like you do that beer." How do you come back from that, really? So I said, "Well, honey, I do. I always look at you adoringly. Just not like you just looked at that beer." And then I said, which I will regret for a long time, is the beer doesn't talk back. And the beer always gives me what I want. I didn't get lucky last night, so I tried to nuzzle her when we got in bed, but she wasn't having none of it. No. So, but it's like this. This thing has incredible aroma. So I was finally able to relax. So I was going, oh. And quite frankly, if she hadn't talked to me at that moment, I was probably as far from having an orgasm. But that's another story. Oh. Wow. Schlafly is one of these craft breweries that have been around for a while, but for some reason they kind of get overlooked by the big, by some of the more darling craft breweries. I think a lot of it's because most of their stuff is very, very drinkable, very session-like, and it tends to get overlooked in the American craft beer industry. But this is one of those that's absolutely exceptional. It's 7265, like I said, uses British hops. Most of their descriptions, they tell me the malts used. They don't here. They just said the process used is classic English style Export IPA dry hopped, and they tell me the hops. Oh no, they do mention the grains. I just didn't read far enough down. Pay attention, Tom. Pale caramel and biscuit. So they are, fairly true to the style. So, but if you've ever had this, you would know that the aromas on this are just exquisite. And my wife should have just left me alone, let me enjoy it. Hey, just let a man have a moment. But a woman can't stand to see a happy man. Oh my Lord, I'm probably not going to get laid tonight either. But but I have the beer. Anyways, I digress. So this is Tom the Beer Whisperer, signing off for what could be the last time. And if I don't come on tomorrow, there is foul play involved. I gotta go. Bye.